Leasing sounds like the smart move. Lower payment, new car every 3 years, no repair bills. One problem. After 3 years and $14,000, you own nothing. You hand back the keys, sign again, and start over. Last video, I showed you the payment illusion. Well, leasing is the payment illusion's older brother. Smoother, better dressed, and far more expensive over a lifetime. The average lease payment looks friendly. The average leaser pays forever. I build financial models for a living. Today, we're opening the lease contract the dealership slides across the table. And reading the parts, they read fast.
System number 1. The forever payment. When you buy a car, even with a bad loan, there's a finish line. Month 72 arrives, the payments stop, and you own a machine. Maybe a melted one, but yours. A lease has no finish line. Month 36 arrives, and the dealership smiles. Ready for the new model? So you sign again, and again. 3 years at a time. Forever. Run that math over a driving lifetime, say 40 years. Buying used strategically? You might spend $150,000 on cars. Leasing continuously? Closer to $300,000, with nothing parked in your name on the last day. But wait, says every lease ad, you're paying for the car you use. Why pay for the years you don't? Clever line. Here's what it hides. In a lease, you're paying for the steepest part of the curve. Remember the drop? A car loses the most value in years 1 through 3. That's exactly the slice you're renting. You cover the most expensive years of the car's life, then hand the cheap years to someone else. The buyer of a 3-year-old car, the person from my last video, is literally being subsidized by you. You're not skipping the drop. You're sponsoring it. System number 2. The overage. Every lease comes with a number nobody circles in red, your mileage limit. 10,000, 12,000, 15,000 miles a year. You pick, and you pay for the privilege either way. Go over it, and the meter starts running. 25 cents a mile, 30 cents a mile, doesn't sound like much until you check your actual number. The average American drives 13,500 miles a year. Pick the cheap 10,000-mile lease, and you're already 3,500 miles underwater before you've driven to a single vacation. 3 years later, that's 10,500 miles over. At 25 cents each, $2,625. Due the day you hand back the keys. And mileage is just the appetizer. Return that car with a curb-scraped wheel, a small dent, a coffee stain on the seat, and normal wear and tear quietly becomes excess wear. 300 here, 600 there. Then, the fee nobody mentions at signing, the disposition fee. $300, $400, just for giving the car back. Add it up. Mileage penalty, wear charges, disposition fee. On an average lease, that's often $800 to $1,500, due on a car you never owned for a single day. You didn't buy a car. You rented one. And the final invoice arrives after you've already driven away. System number 3. The decimal. Ask a car loan for its interest rate, and by law, they have to tell you. 5%, 7%, a number you can compare. Ask a lease for its interest rate, and the dealership hands you something else entirely. A money factor. A tiny decimal, something like 0.0025. It looks harmless. It's designed to. Here's the translation dealerships hope you never learn. Multiply that money factor by 2,400, and you get the real interest rate hiding inside it. 0.0025 times 2,400, 6%. A perfectly normal rate,
dressed up as a decimal so small it barely registers as a number at all. Most leasers never do that math. Most leasers never know their real rate. That's not an accident.
Let's put it on the spreadsheet. A $35,000 SUV. Money factor, 0.003. Translated, 7.2%. Higher than most car loans available that same week at that same dealership. Over a 36-month lease, that hidden rate adds roughly $2,100 in financing cost alone. Cost you can't see, because it's never written as a percentage on the page you sign. A loan shows you the rate. A lease shows you a decimal and hopes you don't own a calculator. So let's stack it. All three systems, one lifetime. System 1, the forever payment. No finish line, ever. System 2, the overage. Mileage and wear fees stacking on exit. System 3, the decimal. A hidden interest rate most leasers never calculate. Run it across a 40-year driving life. Buy used, strategically, and pay off each car? Roughly $150,000. And you own something on day one of every purchase. Lease continuously, 3 years at a time, forever? Roughly $300,000, including overage fees, wear charges, and a hidden rate you were never shown. $150,000. Gone. For the feeling of a new car smell every 3 years. That's not a payment plan. That's a subscription to a car you will never, ever own. Here's the fix. 3 rules before you ever sign a lease again. Rule 1. Ask for the money factor in writing. Then multiply it by 2,400 yourself. If nobody will give you the number, walk. Rule 2. Track your actual... I built a free spreadsheet, the lease versus buy lifetime cost calculator. Plug in the money factor, the mileage cap, your actual driving habits, and it shows you, in one red number, exactly what a lease will cost you compared to buying used. Link is below. Next video, we're leaving cars behind and walking straight into the biggest lease of all, the one on your apartment or your house. Same tricks, much bigger numbers. Subscribe so you don't miss it.